Well, it has been a long time, guys. I am very sorry. That's all I can say. I'm sorry. Life got in the way, but I'm back on it. So I was going to make like loads of talk about like everything that's been going on, but I mean that's boring. And I need to get this sorted. So we're just going to start off with the cash stuff. If you have watched the previous video, you're probably going to see that the budget has changed a little bit. My envelopes have changed a bit. I don't know. It's been so long since last time I did this. I have no idea what I'm doing again. So we are stuffing £300 into the cash envelopes, but first things first, we need to take out what's in here. So I'm going to move some stuff and then get sorted. I am going to remove some stuff because we don't want, I don't want like personal stuff. 2 seconds. See, that's how long this has been. It's been so long that I forgot to remove like all my cards and stuff. Oh my goodness. As ever, if you watch my previous videos, you will know that I have no idea what I'm doing. So first things first, we need to remove what's left. I am keeping a note of, let's open that, like what is left. So I'm keeping better track of like what I've got left and where stuff's going and saving and stuff. And I'm actually, last week I started an extra pot. I'll tell you about that in a minute. So we've got some leftovers from last week that need to go into that new pot. But I am going to multitask and I'm going to write over here and then I will show you. So we have got some money left in food, which for us is actually surprising. We usually spend everything plus a little bit. So that's £5.73. Where's my little... Where's the thing? Oh my goodness. So £5.73 left in food. Move that, put that there. It's totally got plenty of space. Right. As ever, guys, this is going to be like manic and crazy. Well, actually, I've not watched the previous videos. I don't know if the previous videos were manic and crazy. I don't know. Nowadays, it's going to be manic and crazy. So we have £20 left in fun. What I am doing with the fun money, though, is I'm letting that build up. So if we have a bit of a quiet week, we've got a little bit extra money to do something nice. So we can save up the fun money to do something like going to the theatre or whatever. Oh, I missed one. So the hair in my face. So the fuel money goes in the front. Both of us were kind of working from home most of last week, so we didn't need fuel money. But that's going to go in the new pot. Oh, I'll sort that in a second. Right, so 20 left in fuel, but we're not saving it. Oh my word. That's staying in. Miscellaneous, we have 20. So the miscellaneous kind of goes towards like toiletries and household stuff and what's that, 22.31. I can't multitask. I'm trying to write and talk at the same time and it doesn't work. Yeah, so that goes towards like miscellaneous. Kind of goes towards things like toiletries, household stuff, if I need new like storage tubs, boxes, I don't know, just like miscellaneous crap, excuse me, stuff. Clothing, we maxed out clothing last week, so we've got a good chunk in there. Oh my goodness, there we go. So the clothing, I maxed it out at put my teeth back in. I maxed it out at 100. So once we get £100 in the clothing fund, I don't add any more to it, and the money that would have gone into the clothing fund then goes into savings. So we were maxed out last week, but I have spent some. So we've got 20, 40, 60, 70, 75, 80, 2, 3, 4, 5, 86. Oh my goodness. 20, 40, 60, 70. What did I say? 26.80. 26.80. So I'm going to keep the notes in there, but I'm going to take the change out because otherwise it's just a bit full and heavy and what. So 6.80 is going towards savings and the 80 is staying in. So I said 680, didn't I? 680. I'm just writing these numbers down here, guys. The pet fund has 20, wait, no, that's not a 20. 10, 20, 30. Oh dear. So the pet fund's got 30 in. And then I've got, did I have these last time? I don't know if I did. We've got a holiday fund and we've got a savings fund. So the holiday fund is opening the other way. Is mostly for things like school holidays, and making sure that we've got money to do activities during the holidays. But we also sometimes spend it towards actual holidays, like if we go camping or if we do like a static caravan trip or something. So the holiday fund currently has 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 85. 185 in there. And that just stays in and builds up. 185, perfect. And then the savings fund. So this one, we put quite a chunk in this one, to be fair, every week. But it goes towards like stuff for the house. So our oven gave up the ghost ages ago. And because we were like budgeting so much and saving so much, we weren't really putting money aside to replace it. And it's been broken for 2 years. We've done 2 Christmases without an oven. Well, we've got like a little countertop oven, but we've done 2 Christmases without like an actual big oven. And I am not doing another Christmas without an oven, like a big oven. So this is kind of saving towards that. I feel very manic today. Where's my coffee? I had my coffee and I did not that I need more coffee, but I put my coffee somewhere intending to, hang on 1 second. My coffee is cold, I'm putting it in the microwave. Please do not judge me for putting my coffee in the microwave. I hate cold coffee. I hate lukewarm coffee. So I would rather have microwaved coffee than cold coffee. Okay. Oh, that's much better. So, where was I up to? Savings, that's what I was doing. So, we have currently 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 94. We have £410 in the savings pot at the moment. Now, I say I'm going to use this for an oven. I'll tell you something in a little bit. It might not get used on an oven, but it might. Who knows? We'll see. So, oh my goodness. I miss doing this. Yes, so we're going to, I need to make a note of that. Oh my words. Totally 100% coming across as super duper normal and sane. 410, not 210. What am I doing? There we go. And then we had this money here, which was left over from last week. So last week I am going in for an op. I'm having a hip replacement in a couple of weeks. So part of the reason for kind of getting back on, I mean, we were already, my teeth and my tongue are not cooperating. We were already on the budgety thing. We were always doing this. I just didn't record it. But I find that when I'm recording, it gives me a bit more incentive to actually do a decent job and kind of hold myself accountable to a budget instead of just going, oh, it's fine, it doesn't really matter. So because I'm having a hip replacement, it means that I'm going to be on sick pay now. My job does not pay very good sick pay at all. I get like a few weeks. I think I get a couple of weeks full pay, a couple of weeks half pay. Everything else is going to be statutory sick, which I know in this country we are very lucky. We get sick pay, but it is nothing compared to my normal wage. So we've been looking at the budget. We have been trying to figure out where that extra money is going to come from to top up my husband's income to a point where we're not basically getting ourselves into debt while I'm off sick. And it's looking like it's going to be about 3 or 4 months of me kind of recovering from this hip hop. So I need to be able to drive. For my job, I travel around to different places to do my job. So I need to be able to drive my car safely. But also I'm on my feet a lot. So I need to be able to do that, and I'm always moving around the buildings that I'm visiting. So I need to be basically better than I am now, because it sucks as I am now. My hip is painful. I'm on drugs. It's all very bad. But I'm thinking from what I've from talking to people and doing my research, I'm thinking it's probably going to be about 3 or 4 months, and only about 1 month of that is going to be paid sick from my job. Everything else is going to be statutory sick, which is not a lot. So that's why I was oh my goodness, that's why I was talking about that. So last month we had some money left over, so we had 21.20 left in food. I only put 120 into the savings envelopes that we're doing, and I put 20 of it into what it says SSP, that's the statutory sick pay. So that's that. And then we had 20, where was it? We had 20 left in fun. And last week I decided to put that into the statutory sick as well. So there's 40 in statutory sick, and I've got an envelope for that somewhere. I will find that in a second. So I'm thinking that some of these where there's a decent, there was 40 left in fuel, not 20. What am I doing? So some of these where there's a good chunk left and we're not spending stuff, I'll put some of that into the statutory sick envelope, and hopefully that'll help us. It's only a few weeks away, so we're not going to be able to put a huge amount into it, but it'll maybe help us with food and stuff. I don't know, we'll see. Anyway, so I'm going to dump all of that into a bowl. Where's my bowl gone? There's my bowl. Oh god, right. So I'm going to get that out of the way, do that, put that into bowl. Ooh. We'll put all of that into savings in a minute, and we'll tot it up as well, so that can go over there, and then we will pay money into these. Yes. Where did I put my money? That is a question. I feel like that is a question for me most days. Where has my money gone? Is my question to myself. Where did I put it? What did I spend it on? Right, let me find where I put it. I'll be back in a second. Oh my goodness. Okay, found it. Excellent. So we are now, I say so a lot. I was watching a video that I made recently for a different thing. And I find that I start a lot of sentences with so. So I'm going to do this. So I found this. I'm going to stop saying so a lot, because I watch the videos back and I find it a little bit annoying. So we're not going to do that. Right. So I did it again. Oh my goodness. Oh. It's a good job I can laugh at myself. Right, currently we put £80 into food. Now I think that is a lot more than we used to put into food last time I did one of these videos. And that is because the cost of food has skyrocketed. Also we have a little one, she's 6 now, so she's eating more. She's I think she's having a growth spurt or something. But yeah, we spend more on food than we used to. I remember years ago when we were doing this budget, might have been when I was doing this, I don't remember, we set ourselves a budget of £100 for a month for our food. Now this was pre-child, so there was only 2 of us. But yeah, we spent, in a month, we only spent £100 on food. Now it was a lot of cheap meals. It wasn't very tasty. Well, I mean, it was all right, but it was a lot of like sort of potato and pasta and you know, making stuff from scratch. But we did it. We spent £100 in a month. No way could you do that nowadays. Anyway, £80 in food. We put £20 in fun, and like I say, I've chosen to let that build up so we can do, because we had a bit of a quiet week, so we can do something nice this weekend. Miscellaneous, we put 40 in. Now it seems like a lot, but I do, for my hip, I am on quite a lot of painkillers and medications, so there's prescription costs that come out of this. It's things like shampoo, conditioner, cleaning stuff for the house, yeah, so 40 quid, and we usually have some left over, so it kind of lets us put a bit into savings as well. Clothing, we only have 80 left in clothing, so we top that back up to 100. We always put 20 a week. Like I say, if this does get to 100, if I don't spend this week and it stays at 100, then that 20 instantly goes into one of the into the saving envelopes. Pet gets £10 a week. For like, we've got a cat, so it's like cat litter and cat food and stuff. Savings gets 50, so 50 in there. 10 goes at the front, get in there. 20 goes at the back. And then the holiday gets 40. So holiday fund gets 40. There we go. And then the last 40 is for fuel. We're finding that, because I work from home some days of the week and my husband does as well, he works from home a couple of days a week, we're only putting that 40 into his car every other week. Now my car, I get expenses, so because I travel around, I get car like mileage allowance, so that is what puts the fuel into my car, so we don't really need to worry about that. Right, okay, so that's all gone in. Let's see where we are with the thing. So, we've done it again. Stop it. Bad. We saved 573 in, yeah, so we saved 573 from food. We've not saved anything from fuel, but we're putting 40 in that statutory sick. Fun has carried forward. Miscellaneous, that's quite a lot, so that's like 22.31, so I'm thinking if we save 2.31 into the savings envelopes and then we put 20 in SSP, we don't carry anything forward from that. Clothing, we're saving all of that change. Pet, we're not saving anything, nor are we saving anything from holiday or savings, so they're all carrying forward. Oh, you probably don't need to see this bit, but you might be interested. Oh, and then the money in the SSP was 40 so far. We're not saving anything from that, so we're going to carry that forward. Fab. And then we've added 80 to food, 40 to fuel, 20 to fun, 40 to miscellaneous. We put 20 into 86.80. So we carried forward 80, oh my goodness. Put 20 in there, 10 in there, 40 into holiday, 50 into savings. And we are going to put 40, 60 into SSP. Okay. So that gives us 80 food for the week, 40 fuel for the week, the 20 that we've carried forward gives us 40 fun, 40 miscellaneous. Got 100 in clothing now. We've got 40 in pets. We've got 225 in holiday, 460 in savings, and 100 in SSP. Where's that envelope for the SSP? Oh, dude, I'll put it somewhere. Oh, for Pete's sake. Tuna. Here this one, I put it up there. Oh, sausages. Never mind. Never mind. I will find it. Oh, goodness. So that's SSP. And then we'll put in another 60 into there. So we'll have 100 in SSP. I'm going to leave that there. So I don't lose it. I will still probably lose it, to be fair. And then we've got the money. How much was going into... How much? So double checking. So we had 20 from clothing, which is already in the savings envelope. So we're adding 20. And we've got, oh my word, mental arithmetic on screen is never good. I want to say 1484. Let's check. Oh dear. One sec. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 10, 30, 50, 60, 70, 80. Oh, yeah, that 2p has boats on it. That's weird. Sorry, I'm having a moment. I've never seen a 2p with boats on it before. I'm going to be seeing where that's from. So 1484. I can do maths. Woohoo! Go me. So that's going in the savings envelope. Right, let me show you. 1 second. Put that away. Put that away. Don't need that. Oh my goodness. Right. So, so these are the savings envelopes from this year. So I have been adding to them every single week. I'd just like to point out, just because I've not been doing the videos, I have been keeping on top of the budget and the savings. Oh, I forgot how thirsty this made me. Right, so can you see that? Yes, hopefully. Every single week I have been putting money into the savings envelope. We are up to, this is week 38 that we'll be paying in. But yeah, every single week, and it varies. So we're not doing like a proper savings challenge, but what we're doing is any money left over from the week is going into a savings envelope. So it was like £26 in week 1, £128 in week 2, 81, 43, 16. Some it's really low, so like week 13 we only put £4.93 in, but we are paying in every single week, and we are up to, I don't know if you can see that number there, but currently we have £1,348.44 in our saving envelopes. So each week gets so much. So these are the ones that we've got left to do. They're all the wrong way around, which is not helpful. But they're the ones we've got left to do, and these are all full of the money that's been paid in. So I am looking forward at the end of the year to doing a massive cash unstuffing of all of these. I'm just going to zoom out and make a massive pile of cash on my table, because yeah, I'm very much looking forward to that, and I think you guys might like that as well. So they're all full. Oh my goodness. Wait. Which one do we need? 38 is what we need. Oh, crikey. Oh boys. So 38 is what we need. And there's already 20 in there from last week, which was the clothing money that didn't get paid in. So then we've got £14.84. Oh my word. To pay into this. So that is all. It all just gets dumped in. And then we jot down. And then we jot down the 38. No. Failed. 34.84. Perfect. So that is what's in there, and then it goes back with the rest. Oh my god, there's so much change in here. It's heavy. Right, so that gets dumped in there with the rest, and then we will unstuff all of that at some point. Oh my goodness, that's heavy. Right, am I done? Oh my words. And then, so we're checking. So I need to find the envelope for the SSP. 34.84 is my savings. Yeah, and then I need to find the envelope for that, and then I'm done until next week. Well, that was an adventure. Thank you so much for coming along and joining me on my first video back after a very, very, very long time. I'm still very sorry, guys. I had a couple of messages from people saying, are you ever going to make videos again? So I really appreciate that. I appreciate that people have stayed subscribed, and I appreciate that you've been very patient and waited. So thank you very much. I hope you like this first video back. There will be another one next week when I reset like all the envelopes and stuff. But thank you for coming along. Take care. Have a lovely day, and I will see you next time, guys. Bye-bye.